They want us to fucking walk?
Droid, fix up my arms, please. Thank you. Yeah, at least one of these droids around here was willing to fix me.
Old. My legs are still damaged. Never mind, they are fixed.
Talk to, yeah, that little repair droid down there did some like silent repairs to you or something. At least managed to fix my arms.
So, I am prepared to redeploy.
All right. Now then, let's see what the big hubbubaloo is or whatever. What is that? Looks like a bunker. Very old bunker, at least.
Does anyone have any stims?
I can help you.
That feels
Tonicus,
good.
if I did have stims, you're the last person I would use
What
them
is
on.
your fucking problem?
Simply said embrace the dark side.
Besides
just
that,
don't like
why?
I just don't like you. Do I need a reason?
Yes?
Tonicus. Not now. Tonicus. I have realized that I am able to fix your wrist injury. Please show me your hands. You may feel a slight pinch.
Imperial in origin.
I feel like he's gonna force the bones back into the socket.
You can't do that for broken wrists. Fuck.
Ooh, that sounded painful.
Alright, let's hope they're not fucking fractured. Definitely feels like it.
You should at least be able to move them again.
Yeah, hold on. You know, my experiences with these dark side people really make me hate the Force, honestly.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely Imperial. There's a bunch of corpses of Imperial origin here. What is this?
This architecture seems oddly familiar, but I can't place it.
There is a lot of medical supplies here.
I was gonna ask how old this was, but then look, there's one of these new things. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to call them.
It's possible they simply broke in here the same way we did, and that this place could be older. If that's the case,
nonetheless, but
the fact that they're all dead does not bode well for us.
What about this guy?
Well, something had to have killed them. Yes. There's
What about
another one in there, then.
Very insightful, Tonicus. He's a corpse like the rest of them.
Yeah, but if this is old, then why would he be there?
I just said they probably came in sometime later.
These bodies have been dissected. These Terror Trooper looking ones, they're empty. It's the... This thing's got a droid brain and something. I'm not really sure what that is.
There's more on beds over here.
Do you think the dissection is perhaps the work of a rogue medical droid or something?
Like these ones?
No, this has to be what those probe droids were taking them for. a lot more of these terror things.
Were they turning them
That's
into
what-
these guys?
Maybe. I'll look into it.
Using their parts?
Perhaps this data center could have useful information.
Good God.
What have
What
you
we're
found,
looking at
Saber?
here is Entechment.
What?
What we're looking at is Entechment.
I don't know what that is.
That would explain why they were taking the bodies. They are taking the
They're-
droid brains and
they're-
putting them into new bodies for redeployment.
Not just the droids, the people. They're dissecting them and making them these things.
I must say, this is quite impressive technology.
It's impressive, but I didn't think Entechment would be this disturbing. But that makes the terrifying implication. Our enemy has immortal soldiers.
Perhaps the war truly is unwinnable.
We just need to destroy the bodies then.
From the looks of it, nothing inside of these things makes sense. There's organic parts. There's clearly a droid brain. It's just a mixture of robotic and organic parts. It's a mishmash.
The benefits of organic soldiers and droids in one package.
I have completed my analysis of the data centers. These contain intact organic minds. At least a dozen consciousnesses are stored within these servers.
Why
Oh.
so?
What?
You know what to do.
That's... This many
They have
people
been
programmed into
constantly
these.
deployed into new bodies every time a previous body fails. This is not
And for our
unlike
sake.
our surrogation program for droids.
Indeed.
Memories also indicate some were failures of the Empire, and this was their punishment.
Torturing people by making them fight in an endless war, dying, and then being put in a new body.
This reminds me heavily of the nightmares that A1 described himself, his own fear of immortality. The Empire has found
Makes
a
me
way
sick,
to
but at the same
bring
time,
this
it's
fate onto organic
interesting.
minds as well.
I admit, it's quite fascinating. I almost
Fascinating
wish we had more
nonetheless.
time to study it.
I'd
But
rather
we
we
don't.
destroy it before they get it.
I
What's
think
comms
it's
into
safe
command?
to say we now know who stole Victor Thorne's technology.
Well, Tonicus, I'm sure they have other Entechment facilities. I believe it may be wiser for us to acquire this ourselves and perhaps use it against them. A center capable of backing up organic minds could be useful.
Unfortunately,
guess.
we will not be able to extract these mines. These servers are programmed to kill anything we attempt to extract. Painfully, I might add.
Then destruction of these servers might be our only choice. Tonicus may be right.
Indeed. If we can't learn from it, then destroy it. The enemy will not be allowed to use these. I'll
These
I'll try to
souls
go
will be laid
outside
to
and ring
rest.
command. Command needs to know about this. This is really bad. Are you even putting Sith in these? That's a Sith.
That would make sense. It would check out with our recent encounter with the resurrected Ajax. It appears these bodies force subservience onto the user, they still have memories, pain, and subjugation.
It's almost inspired in a way.
Bodies do not feel pain. They do not relent. But the mind is cognizant of every single feeling.
So they're soldiers driven entirely by hate.
Exactly. Hate and the dark side. Piers Palpatine has found a way to capitalize on the power of the dark side in even a non-force sensitive mind, and use it to their advantage.
Alright, let's destroy it. See, this shit is why, another reason why I fucking hate Imperials.
Because of all of their medical experiments.
Because they're assholes. To do this shit even to their own people.
This is madness. I thought Integument would be incredible, but this could have been used to save people. This. Send the minds into the bodies. We'll have to ensure that these cannot fight back. I'll prep
This
the
will
bodies, just
surely
get
be
it ready.
illuminating. I'll admit I am rather excited at the prospect.
I hope I get my hands on the Emperor's corpse.
Sparrow, will you be able to do this?
I'm not exactly able to do that, but I can at least set it up for D to get it done.
Perfect soldier.
Indeed. But at the same time, it's a monstrosity.
I admit I'm still somewhat envious.
I understand where you're coming from, but these creatures are these abominations are no match for an HK. Oh, welcome, D. So yeah, you can see the absolute abomination we're dealing with.
Appears he has already
Indeed.
gone through it.
These well-crafted super soldiers by the latest work of the Dark Empire.
Well crafted. These things are pretty terribly made. There's no
They are interesting.
uniformity. Nonetheless, they're interesting, but these things are shoddily made.
Even
I
so,
can see many design flaws.
The
Even
fact
so,
that
they
it works
work.
at all, considering it's a combination of
Indeed.
organic and droid, is what's amazing to me.
I agree with your sentiment,
Oh?
but this technology
They don't.
cannot be allowed to exist now that they have it.
I think I see where this is going. They may want to take inspiration from the HK's design for their droids.
Agreed.
Oh,
They wish to
no.
use the designs of the HK to improve upon this program.
And we just let it fall into their hands. Lovely. They're gonna turn these into an abomination of droids. It makes me sick. Filing the chassis of HKs, as well as their data with this. Ugh.
So, Nick,
Yes?
you killed one of Valen's Inquisitors.
Oh yes.
It was quite pleasurable, if I do say so myself. My only regret
Yeah, I
is
can
that
tell
I
you had a
can't
good
kill him
time.
again. He was one of my trainers when I was under Valen.
Well, I'm sure that felt cathartic. Alpha, if you would, please do a quick sweep of the area. If it is they
Nick,
did let us find this
There
place.
is something you unfortunately did not notice. The body
what is
was
it?
taken away. Cut him below the waist. You know what this means, right?
Oh,
God.
He could be
here
brought
you
back,
get to kill him
just
again.
like Ajax.
I admit the prospect
He'll
of
die.
killing him a second time does make me quite happy.
Indeed. You get to have double the catharsis.
Next time I'll split him vertically.
Indeed.
Sound tactic.
Your enemies can't be revived if there's nothing left of them.
Unless they're rebuilt into droids like this.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
We should invest in disruptors.
Good luck in
Indeed. I'll
taking a
need to get
brain
good
in two
disruptor.
distinct tabs.
I wonder if my droid disintegrator works.
Where am I?
Oh.
Calm
Who
down.
are you?
This is
What do
what-
you
why
last
can't I
remember?
see?
Tell me your name.
Who are you? What is your name?
I don't think I remember.
What is the last thing you remember?
Being brought to the planet. Into a lab from the luscious skies above. A planet of evil.
Do you remember anything else about this planet? Anything could help.
Describe it to us.
Sky
Not on any
color.
star charts, I don't think. Blue,
Let's see.
green vegetation, major city. Doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before.
Do you feel anything right now? Any pain or discomfort?
I can't see. I can only hear and speak. Where am I?
You're
You're safe.
I find that hard to believe.
you're in a hospital of sorts. I promise that you are
No.
absolutely safe.
I'm in a prison.
Perhaps
That
in a
would be
manner
more
of speaking.
accurate way to describe it.
We're trying to put them at ease.
How long since the last time I was consciously able to talk?
I do not know.
We are unsure how long you have been here, what you have been through, but it is important
remember.
that we learn you.
The gate. The siege weapons. Told to make a scene so that the troops inside could easily take the base. Willingly
So
threw
you-
our lives away.
But your life wasn't truly thrown away. It was merely brought back here. Begin the cycle all over again.
I am nothing but just a disposable vessel.
Appears so.
My emperor
but
decrees
you-
it.
You may be our best bet in preventing other innocent souls from suffering the same fate. We must know everything you possibly know right now about this program.
Very secret. There's maybe thousands of people like me, all built in a lab, a factory, on that one planet that I don't even know the name of. It's his throne. He oversees the project. Those dark, withering eyes, lethally looking over his obedient soldiers who could not anything but blankly stare back at him. Forced to march in lines, prove to ourselves we are even worthy of having a droid body, and not to be tortured forever. I failed my emperor once. This is my atonement.
If it puts you at peace, we are capable of permanently putting you to rest after this.
I don't want to die. Not after everything I've been through.
I'm afraid there's not much left of you to live.
My mind. I know my body's destroyed and I'm in an organic mess. But I choose not to die here.
We will have
For
to
the
find
first
a way
time
to
in-
break through the security of these servers then. They are currently set to destroy your mind if we attempt to extract you.
I'm already in a consciousness. Your solution's painfully obvious. The
What, you
servers
want us
only
to
store our
take
minds
you
when we're
with
not
us?
deployed.
It's possible we could
So
take
we
him.
restore these minds and save them.
And then we destroy
Possible.
the servers so that they cannot be reinstated elsewhere.
I'll run the numbers, see if that could work. Give me a second.
There are a dozen mines in these servers.
I suppose the main
many
problem with
revenants?
this...
We have to work with.
The main problem with this idea, as I see it, is that we don't know if there are failsafes inside of these droid bodies that will somehow override them and turn them against
Yes,
us.
you've overridden this one for me to speak. I've not been able to speak or think outside my own head for a long time.
Exactly. D has successfully converted this body over to us. He should be able to do the same with the others.
True, if anyone could do it, it would be Durandal.
If you can just use the calibration matrix, you could probably override all local bodies the same way. Look for the bodies of the ones slain also at your base. You are the ones that were on the walls, weren't you? Why
That we
care?
were.
It's quite simple. We're not as heartless as your boss. If there's a way to save you, we would
Bruce
like
uses
to.
his weak vassals, only subservient to the dark side. His corruption knows no bound.
The dark side
But
is
I
the
know
one that's
something he
weak.
does not want us to. There's something you must know that he has not shared with anyone.
What is it?
He's barely shown his hand.
You telling me he has so much more?
He's got monstrosities, the chrysalids, the mutated dark side rancors. I saw them being made in the alchemy labs.
I see.
Many giant men or machinery, unsure. There's a man who's like 12 feet tall that's elite guard.
Either a droid or another construct of Sith alchemy.
He has so many loyal. He's unified the entire galaxy underneath him. All the warlords stopped fighting to join him.
We can see
Palpatine
that.
does not realize the weakness of this. By freeing a mind, you successfully didn't see what I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot.
We have countless other minds we can do the same with.
Likely they only see what we saw. He's never really spoken to us hand in hand. Only in giant meetings to motivate us, or see if we're traitors or faulty. Palpatine has not revealed it. He has weapons out there that will scare your minds.
We have already discovered a weak point.
Not talking about the siege weapons. Besides, you literally told their weaknesses to them. Can't you see?
Indeed.
You are the perfect toy to mess with. You're horribly naive about your strength. And all that requires is a little bit of hubris to exploit.
It's just a...
So he is using our territory as test beds for his new war machine.
Use them on dock with the world devastators. He's going to do it to you. And to the rest of the galaxy. I don't know his plans going forward. I just know there's a lot more to come.
We will have to prepare then.
You cannot.
And whatever these minds, we have no choice. It is either this, or the annihilation of every non-Imperial in the galaxy.
You will be annihilated. The weapons he has will make it so you cannot even survive.
But I don't intend to go down without a fight. Especially
Indeed.
knowing what these
Are
minds
you aware of
have
the
been
name Umak Leth?
No.
He created most of the super weapons for the Empire. Alongside
seems-
some of the key components in the high-ranking ships of the galaxy. He's working directly
Then it seems logical our next strategic move should be to kill him.
He's on an unreachable planet that no one can identify. How on earth will you kill him?
It's likely the Emperor is keeping him close. And it'd be near impossible to get him there.
You're the ones who have Thrawn in their custody, aren't you?
The Empire knows.
Of course they do.
Guess what?
I just deduced that on my own. I'm not just a foot soldier, I failed at the higher echelons of the Empire. Without this droid body, I would not even be able to hold a blaster. But for my transgressions, I was sent to an eternal tomb of hell.
Well, that suffering ends today. We will do what we can to rescue you and the rest of these minds, and end the pain of your existence. Give you the ability to live without suffering.
It's going to take a long time. Deployment of mines is very difficult, especially when you're not a Darksider. A lot of the machinery is Darkside operated.
Don't worry, I could help with that.
The original creator of this creator of the technology
the tech is
was
just
able to
very
do it
foreign.
without.
It is made easier by a Force user, but it's not impossible, as the technician that worked with me was not Force sensitive.
Exactly. Creator was not Force sensitive himself, so there is a way to crack the code.
My mind is fatigued even though it's in a robot body. I need time to myself.
Will do. We must work on reconditioning these existing bodies so we may extract the other minds.
I will try to assist in deciphering how this machinery works. My power in the dark side would come in handy, hopefully.
Perhaps.
I'll be outside. A lot is here to process.
I will help with retrieval then. 3 bodies here.